sense.
It's not
No,
that I dislike World of Warcraft.
You make
it's
sense.
just that I think that EverQuest is actually a hard.
Whoa!
So World of Warcraft Cataclysm is coming out on the 7th, which is in 3 days. Everybody rejoice and be super excited and jubilant. However, something interesting is that EverQuest 2 is talking about doing a reboot at some point. I hear a lot of people say I don't understand what the difference is between EverQuest and World of Warcraft. They seem like basically the same game. I think the big difference between the two is that World of Warcraft, more casual gamers can play World of Warcraft, whereas EverQuest kind of has to end up being like a lifestyle. Like, you have to put a lot of time and a lot of energy into EverQuest, whereas you can be a bit more relaxed with your gaming experience in World of Warcraft. So John Smedley, who is the president of Sony Online Entertainment, he said that he's been watching Blizzard very closely, and he thinks that the reboot with Cataclysm and the whole, like, revamping of the entire world is a great idea, and that it's a very smart thing to do, especially since Blizzard, I mean, they're in a place where it's really hard for them to do wrong, you know, so they're saying that they kind of wish that they could do their own reboot, and that they're kind of considering doing that with EverQuest 2. Interesting information, though, is that they have done a bunch of studies to see whether or not their audiences cross-pollinate at all, and they barely do. So they're actually not all that worried about the launch of Cataclysm because they don't think that they're going to lose much of their subscriber base. They think that they're still going to do fine. There'll be like a little bit of a dip, but it'll all like even back out pretty well, especially if they're planning on doing some really cool stuff of their own pretty soon, like within the next couple of years. So that's kind of interesting. Like I would think that they would be more concerned about that, but apparently the people who play EverQuest and the people who play World of Warcraft do not intermingle. Video games have gotten their first Grammy nomination, however the song is pretty old. It's a song called Baba Yetu by Christopher Tin, and it was on Civilization 4 originally, actually, so it's an older song, and people are saying, well, why is it up for a Grammy when it's an older song? We don't understand. I think that the reason that it's up here is because Christopher Tin put it on his new album. So now it's up for a Grammy nomination for Best Instrumental with Accompanying Vocalists. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. It was originally a video game song, so awesome, you know, accept it. But it is kind of strange that it's not a more current song. It's also kind of cool just because they are, you know, being pretty open about the fact that it's a song from a video game. They're not pretending that, being like, no, it's just an instrumental that just happened to be in a video game later, it's whatever. Which I think is kind of showing that people are taking video games a bit more seriously and realizing that it is more of an art form, which is nice. So Monty Python and I have kind of an on and off again relationship. Sometimes I watch it and I just laugh forever, and sometimes I watch it and I'm like, I'm not in the mood for you, you're not funny to me. Something exciting though is that they're coming out with their first new game in I think like 12 or 13 years, which is crazy. But the game is called The Ministry of Silly Games, which if you are familiar with Monty Python at all, it's kind of a play off of another skit that they did called The Ministry of Silly Walks, I think. As per the name, all of the games within the Ministry of Silly Games are very silly. It's actually going to be a Facebook game. It's going to be an internet-based game, so it'll be easy for anybody to play. They're about to go into beta if you're interested. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty ridiculous and very Monty Python. The feel is definitely there. So the other day when I talked about BattleDex, the game that Total Biscuit has been promoting a bit, I totally forgot to link you guys, so there's a link in my description now, so go ahead and click on it and play it if you want. Yeah, I think that's my show today. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope that everything is going super fab, and we will talk again. I feel like I'm losing my voice. We will talk again soon, and yeah, so have a good weekend. Okay, bye-bye.